as a guy on the ice who loved to stir things up, I'm sure you heard the business end of a lot of fans' mouths over the years, so you could back and forth, I'm sure. But like diehards, like did you chirp a lot of fans?
All the time. Yeah, actually, one time in Carolina it happened, and I almost they were giving it to me pretty good. I made some gestures back to them. Got a call actually from Gary Bettman.
Come on.
These people, it was so bad what I did, and I can't even say it because it's that bad. But let's just say I made gestures towards the mom.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and her two kids were there. But no, these guys were giving me.
Kids were there, right there.
The kids. I came off the ice, and I was getting into it on the ice. So I can't remember with who. I think Byron Ritchie. And they're literally giving me the finger. Like they're giving it to me right behind the bench.
So you came back firing.
I came back hard.
Yes.
I mean, I came from the top rope, superfly snug up. Like it was bad what I did. The 4 fans, the mom, the dad, the 2 kids, they returned their season tickets to the NHL.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, it was that bad.
What did the commissioner?
The commissioner said, you cannot do this. He goes, we should suspend you or fine you, but we don't want to bring light to it. So I got away with it, but that was the worst. And Philadelphia was bad. Toronto was bad too. Like
what Leaf fans?
Yeah, Leaf fans are bad. Well, they're delusional, right? So like the stuff they come up with, like
we used to be bad. Now the real fans don't get into the rink anymore.
Yeah, no, it's just corporate.
It's a shame. It's a shame that our atmosphere has been corporatized to the max.
Yeah.
And like you see other atmospheres, Philly, Montreal, Buffalo, like that rambunctiousness, the energy. Leaf Nation has that potential. It was kind of like that a little bit at the tail end when you were there.
Yeah.
But really in like the heart of the Sundin era, like that's when we saw it. And that's when you had fans going out. You guys remember the story when someone threw a waffle at Colby Armstrong?
I was there.
Yeah.
I don't.
It was me that did that.
Oh, you did it.
I threw a waffle. I told Colby. It was me.
Yeah.
He was on the ice and you hit him with a waffle?
I tried to hit him.
Yeah.
My aim wasn't that good. But
good try.
yeah, but I mean, again, we used to have that type of atmosphere, but
Now all the fans are outside because it's too expensive?
the diehard fans are, in their basement in Oshawa watching at home on TV. They're in Peterborough listening on the radio. The other problem with Scotiabank and where the Leafs play is that like the rink is like kind of like inaccessible. I don't want to say inaccessible, but like it's in the heart of this major city.
Where do you park?
Where do you park? Oh, by the way, do you got $60 for parking?
Oh, yeah,
Right?
exactly.
You know what I mean? And like a lot of people, it's just become a burden. It's become a pain in the ass to come watch the Leafs.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame that we have this potential to have these types of atmospheres, and it's like we're suffocated.
You can't complain about having a downtown arena. As 2 guys who grew up in Ottawa, it was a dream to go to an NHL game, but when it took one game to kind of drive out to the OG Palladium or Corel Center, Canadian Tire, and it was like, wait, that just took 2 hours, and that's sitting in traffic.
For 8 years, I've lived on the east side of Orleans,
Gloucester,
where you're from.
Yeah.
And it's quicker for me to go to Montreal,
Yes.
jump on a train,
I
go to
used to say that
Montreal.
all the time.
All the time. Going back to your thing about the fans, my favorite was Philadelphia because they are nuts. I don't care if you're a Flyers fan, an Eagles fan. I don't know much about the Phillies, but they're nuts. And the stuff they would
Phillies
scream
are mine
out,
too,
but it was great. Like some of my best lines, I loved interacting with the fans because it would pump me up even more. Like I'd get death threats when you'd go in for the playoffs.
Oh, anger.
People screaming at you, you suck, this and that, and that's great language. But you don't just respond like, oh my God, like if a guy's yelling beside his wife as you're coming off, you're like, hey, enjoy that work shift at 6 a.m., buddy. Thanks for paying my salary. Or, oh my God, how'd you get out of my room this morning? And now you're with your husband. Thanks, buddy. Like, or you're going home to do what?
And you're doing that in Philly?
Oh, well, everywhere. Everywhere. But Philly was especially good. I'm a Jets fan. I'm a New York Jets fan.
Yeah.
So I'm delusional.
Sorry to hear
too.
that.
Yeah, hey.
Sorry to hear that,
We're both in the same
I like
boat.
how you're
it's a good boat to be in.
jet coordinated today.
Jet coordinated, yep.
While we're on the topic of arenas, what is going on? I put this down in my notes.
Yeah.
What was the name of that arena? What's going on? The one where you went, I saw you in front of like city council? You were talking, the one you wanted to save.
Weston Lions Arena.
So what's going on there?
Yes, okay, so we have saved that.
Congratulations.
Okay, wait,
Yeah, nice. I saw your video.
Thank you
I
very
saw it.
much.
Was that city
So
council?
I did a deputation. I went in front of city
Yeah,
council.
you were good.
Yeah, I was
I watched
fired
the
up,
whole
buddy.
thing, or
I felt-
whatever was online.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I felt like I was walking into Game 7.
Yeah.
You know, like
Oh, you
like-
were good. I was
like,
like, holy shit.
overtime.
Frank's good at this.
You know, I was like in the hallway, like, because you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
So basically, I gave a deputation, a speech to Toronto City Council members who had voted to knock down this historic hockey rink.
Yep.
And this is one of the other problems with Toronto, okay? Is that the city has gone so delusional, not just the fans, but the team, just the corporate suffocation of everything, including our culture, and like they're slowly destroying parts of our history to build condos, okay, and just develop.
Yeah.
Anyways, the second oldest rink in the GTA, Weston Lions Arena, behind Maple Leaf Gardens, okay, they voted to knock it down,
Yeah.
and the community rallied, and there was an opportunity to speak before council on the matter.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a last ditch thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, again, in the
Yeah,
hall,
you-
like I was preparing all day. I
Yeah.
had 5 minutes to talk to them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what's the best speech a coach ever gave you, like before a game? Like, is there one that stands out maybe before a big game where you're like, the coach came in and he's like, damn, you really got me fired up?
And, you
know?
know, anytime I had a speech to me, it was like, don't take a stupid penalty, idiot. That was kind of the gist
Yeah.
of any of my coaches' speech to me.
Okay.
Daryl Sutter was pretty good. I can't remember. I don't remember any speeches in particular. And kind of same as I preferred if nobody talked to me, because usually if they were talking to me, it means I screwed up.
Yeah, yeah.
But Daryl was pretty
There's a
good at
theme here.
pissing people off.
Yeah.
And then guys would get so mad at him. Like, I remember one in Craig Conroy in particular. I can't remember exactly what he said, but we were down a couple goals in Calgary. You know, I wasn't in Calgary long, but Daryl kept pushing Craig's buttons.
Okay.
Like little jabs in the room.
Yeah.
And I was on the other side of the room. Yeah, I only played 18 games there, period. So obviously I wasn't there long.
And you run
Yeah.
the alumni.
And I run the alumni. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm
Former
like,
Flames great.
Craig
Yes.
Conroy is getting pissed off. And finally, and Daryl had his hands on his knees. He's going back and forth like this. And I'm watching Craig, and Craig is about to explode. Finally, Daryl says one more thing to me, like just little jabs. I can't remember what they were. Craig explodes. We're going out for the third period.
Yeah.
Craig snaps, explodes. You, Daryl, this and that. Runs out of the room. We're all sitting there. I'm like, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah.
We were down by 2-3 goals. We went in the third period, kicked their ass, won the game. came
Amazing,
back.
yeah,
Oh,
love
and
that.
Daryl was so pumped. Like Daryl was very good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Excellent.
Anyways.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of how I was feeling, like a coach going in to give a
Yeah.
pump-up speech to city council, and let it be a lesson, because this is a theme, unfortunately, in Canada, where we are tearing down hockey rinks.
Yeah.
They've tried to do it in Toronto. They tried to do it to Moss Park.
Okay.
There's another historic rink, and the community did rally and stop. And I got messages from other people, you know, over across the country in Ontario. Oh, I wish we had you in this town a couple of
Yeah,
years
well,
ago.
I'm sure it's happening lots of
It
places.
happens everywhere.
Yeah.
So just let it be a lesson. Like, whenever unelected officials try to tear down a hockey rink
Yeah.
or rip away a piece of our culture, no, like the hockey community is resilient.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't just band together to fight for one another on the ice. You know, it's about other things too. So
Yeah.
it was a cool demonstration of
did a
how the
good job.
hockey
Yeah,
world
he did a
could
good
come
job.
together.
Yeah.
Everybody reshared it, and now they're saving it.
Yeah,
Great.
awesome.
Good.